Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annalise Zoe and I'm happy that you have clicked this channel. So I'm actually going to be reading the second chapter of Lair of Dream, however you want to say it. Layers of Dream. I'm currently on the second chapter and let's just jump into it. Speaking to the dead. A gust of winter wind blattered the colorful paper lantern hanging from the eaves of the tea house restaurant on Devore Street. Only few diners remained, lingering over plates scraped clean of food and cups of tea whose warmth they were reluctant to leave. Cooks and waiters bustled about, eager to the end of their shifts, so they could unwind with cigars and a few games of Mahjong. At the back of her father's restaurant, Ling Chang, 17, glared through the carved silver of a tank screen of lollygagging parents, as if her stare alone could compel them to pay up and leave. This night will never end, George Hung said, suddenly beside Ling with yet another pot of tea from the kitchen. He was Ling's age and as skinny as a greyhound. You can always lock the door, Ling said, and have your father fire me. George shook his head and poured Ling a cup of tea. Thank you, Ling said. George gave a half smile and shrugged. You need to keep your strength up. The door opened and a trio of girls entered the restaurant, their cold breath trailing mistily white trails. Is that Li Fang Ling? George said, staring at the prettiest, a girl with red lips and Marcel wave bob. Quickly, George put down the teapot and smoothed his hand through his hair. George, don't. Ling startled, but George was already waving at Ling Fan over. Quietly, Ling swore an oath that as Ling Fan broke from the group and glided past the linquered table and prodded towards the back, the panels of her bordered dress swished from side to side. Ling Fan ran with what Ling's mother called a fast crowd. Her mother didn't say admiringly. Hello, George. Ling, Li Fan said, taking a seat. George grabbed a cup from the tray. Would you care for a tea, Ling Fan? Ling Fan laughed. Oh, George, you can call me Lulu, won't you? Ling Fan has taken a call for herself after Louise broke a crime of affectionate that Ling placed on a pair with people who hugged in greeting. Ling did not hug. George stole glanced at Ling Fan as he poured her tea. Ling knew for a fact that Ling Fan could have her picks of beans, and her pick wouldn't be glancy, studious George Hung. Boys can be so stupid sometimes, and George was no exception. Li Fan pretended to be interested in Ling's stacks of library books. What are you reading now? Ways to Poison Without Detection, Ling muttered. Ling Fan examined the books one by one. Physics for students, the ABC of atoms, atoms and rays. Ooh, Jake Marwell, the Great American, she said, holding up the last one. Ling's hero, she wants to work for him someday. George tried for a laugh but snorted instead. Ling wanted to tell him that snorting was not the way to win any girl's heart. What did you want, Li Fan? Ling asked. Li Fan leaned in. I need your help. My blue dress is missing. Ling risen an eyebrow and waited for the words that might make her care. My aunt and uncle made it for me in Shanghai. It's my best dress, Ling Fan said. Ling managed a patient face. Do you think you lost it in your dreams? Of course not, Ling Fan snapped. She glanced back at the girls standing up front waiting for her like good little followers. But just the other day, Gracie was over there listening to my jazz record. And you know how the old girl is? Always asking to borrow my things. I saw her eyeing my dress, which was certainly too small for her. What are those big shoulders of her? Anyways, that night when I went to look for it, it was gone, Ling Fan said, adjusting her scarf as it was a mystery were her greatest concern. Naturally, Gracie claims she doesn't have it, but I'm sure she took it. Up front, big shoulder Gracie Ling examined her fingernails, none of the wiser. What do you want me to do about it? Ling asked. I want you to speak to my grandmother in one of your little dream walk. I want to know the truth. You want me to try to reach your grandmother to find your dress? Ling said slowly. It was very expensive, Ling Fan insisted. Very well, Ling said, resisting the urge to roll her eyes. But you should know that the dead don't always want to talk to you. I can only try. Second, they don't know everything, and their answer can be vague at best. Do you accept the terms? Ling Fan waved away Ling's ambitions. Yes, fine. That would be $5. Ling Fan's mouth round and shocked. That's outrageous. It was, of course, but Ling always started the bargain high, and even higher if the request was downright stupid, which Ling Fan was. Ling shrugged once more. You spend that for a night at the Fallen Angel. At least with the Fallen Angel, I know what I'm getting. Ling Fan snarled. Ling concentrated on creasing a napkin stream long and slow with a thumbnail. Suit yourself. The dead don't come cheap, George said, trying for a joke. Ling Fan glazed at Ling. You're probably making it all up just to get attention. If you believe it, it'll be. If you do not, it won't, Ling said. Ling Fan sliced $1 across the table. Ling let it sit. I have to cover my expenses. Make a proper prayer. I can never forgive myself if I brought bad luck on you, Ling Fan. Ling managed a quarter smile that she hoped passes for sincere. Ling Fan peeled off another $1. $2, my final offer. Ling pocketed the money. I need something of your grandmother's to locate her in the dream world. Why? It's like a bloodhound with scent. It helps me find her spirit. Drawn out sign, Ling Fan twisted a gold ring from her finger and screwed it towards Ling. Don't lose it. I'm not the one who seemed to be losing things, Ling muttered. Ling Fan rose. She gazed down at her coat, then at George, who jumped to help her with it. Careful, George. She stayed a whisper, nodding towards Ling. She might curse you. For all you know, she'll give you the sleeping sickness. George's smile vanished. Don't joke about that. Why not? It's bad luck. It's my suspicion. We're Americans now. Ling Fan marched through the restaurant slowly to allow everyone to watch her throughout the whole of the screen. Ling watched Ling Fan and her acolytes walk easily into the winter night. She wishes she could tell them the truth. The dead was easy to talk to. It was just the living she didn't like.